Well, hey folks, Species7 here, and welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me here today on Farm Sim 25. I'm looking at the Maypole Farm. Indeed, something to start as a second farm, along with our 7 species homestead map. Yeah, same dude. Alright, so here's where we start. This is not our farm. They start you at the tractor factor. And, yeah. This is the starter farm. It consists of, well, here I'll show you on the map to start with. All of this plus these fields here. These are all meadows, and these two, I believe, contain wheat at the moment. So, but there is, as you can see, horse stall, sheep stall, cow, and chicken. So it's a pretty busy little place. You've got pretty much everything you need, all the tip sites, all your fuel, a little bit of equipment. But here's the thing. There are other places you can start. You can start on this farm. You can start on this farm. But what I like is way down here in the corner. So, let's go here. Yes, this is where I want to farm. Where the heck am I? What a weird place to put you, man. Alright, here we are. Here we are. Bale storage. There's the same type of cow shed we have on the other ones, but there's only one on this one. There's two on the other one. And then I believe we've got sheeps and pigs, or sheeps and chickens, and maybe pigs, and I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. Got a little drive-through silage bin here. And of course, because we own the other properties, we don't own any fields here yet. But, yeah, I'm thinking this is where I want to start. And yeah, so what we're going to end up doing, let's first of all, what do we got here? Okay, that's part of that thing. Now 148, I think, is the grass for the sheep, and 127 is the grass for the cows. So is there like a way out of here? Perhaps, other than just straight up the hill, because that's kind of, well, it works, but it's kind of shocking. I actually walked up this hill and almost immediately got almost run down by a car. So here's the cow shed. Now these are one of the ones where it's got the sort of auto mixy feedy thing that goes by every once in a while, I do believe. Or is this the only one that doesn't? We can't. Oh, these, they don't belong to us, so we can't. I was gonna say I can't open it. What's going on? Maybe it's not actually. The other, like the cow barns at the other ones, they had the big automated feeding thing. This is more like your standard cow barn. Which, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I wasn't that big a fan of those other things anyway. Okay, lots of storage, lots of places to put things. That's just decorative. Okay, here's your silo system. Right on. I believe that is also decorative. And then we've got a road up here that also goes to the highway. And yeah, like I say, you can pretty much immediately get run over if you want to. Now there's apparently a field here. Oh, hello. A deer pokes his head out for a brief moment. Well, I guess it's in there somewhere. Not sure how one gets to it. Ah. And jump. Beautiful. Okay, I guess that's not how you get to it. Ah, it's a meadow. Alright. But if we look at the map, we would... What I'm thinking of is... Right? We've got all these fields in here in this sort of tightened in little area. Can we... Oh, they are in their colors, are they? So... briefly there it flashed something up. Okay. Not sure why so many of these are turned off. There we go. Now we can see what's a what. Indeed. So we've got beans, spinach, nada, white, cotton, really? Eek. Not sure as I'm a fan with that. A lot of traffic. Holy cow. A lot of traffic indeed. Wow. Alright. So here we have field 22. And it's, yeah, it's cotton. Not what I want to be doing. Particular. Now, all of the hedges and all of that stuff are removable. So, they're not likely to be as annoying as they would be otherwise. In fact, hang on a sec here. Let me grab the great removal tool. There we are, chainsaws. We will grab ourselves a nice husky. Yes, okay. Alright, and I believe there we go. And that removes a section of hedge. So, now this pale green color, of course, that means that that's actually just the meadow for the barn. And so, let's head down here a little bit. Alright. Parsnips. Owned by someone named Ben. So then there's... Yeah, like I say, the cotton I wouldn't be too fond of. I'm almost starting to think we'll just go back to that other one. No. Oh, we can get out on this end, I think. field 25. Sugar beets. Ooh, yeah, I really don't like what's going on down this end of the map. Oh, and I don't want to be running on full speed. Let's quickly set a few things here. Settings, okay. Yeah, season day, no. Off. Off. On, off. Normal, lots. Off. High. Off, off, off. Off, off. Okay. That's better now, isn't there? Okay, it looks like everything else is set about right. Courseplay waypoints. Unit kilograms. Volume units for liquids. Yep. Okay. So that's good. Let's save that. Oh. Sorry. So maybe we will keep the original farm. We are now back here. So that gives us these fields. We know these are meadows. Yeah, grass, grass. It's weird how sometimes it does. There we go. Or do you just have to, okay, you just have to wait a really long time. Wheat, nice. Wheat, okay, and we don't own these. And these are all parts of our actual thingies. The horses, I think I would swap out for pigs. Maybe. So yeah, I guess this isn't a bad little spot. That's a roller, but what the heck has it got on the back? Okay. Is this the horse one? Horse barn large, yeah. So crap, where am I? Here, right? Horse barn large, sell, yes. Okay. Now let's go into animals. Cows, horses, pigs. Pigs. So we got 125 for that. So we could go, what's this? There are too many animal pens. Sell some first? I did. I just sold a thing. What are you telling me? I can't put that there now? What? Well, that kind of sucks. I think there might be a mod that lets you add more animals things, like more than what's here, because that's... yeah, that's not gonna do it, I'm afraid. Yeah, too many animal pens. Oh, maybe that's too many on the map. So what if we went to one of these other ones and sold a couple of the things there? Like, you are part of what? You're probably part of this one, eh? So if I... oh, hang on. No, that's just outside of it. That's right in the way. Well... okay. So if I sell this... okay. Now let's go back to the map and sell that back. Okay. Let's buy. Okay. Now, no. Okay, that's not on our property yet. Okay, now let's see here. Let's pop back here. And now can I pop a piggy shed? A piggy shed. Too many animal pens. Alright, so obviously there's got to be a mod or something that I can put in there to change that. Because, yeah, that's kind of... eh. I mean, I could probably put something else there as well. Let's see, let's go to factory stuff. Now, I don't have any of Old Man's mods in here, of course, because those are strictly for his maps. A fermenter. Well, that would be a handy thing, wouldn't it? Grass fermenting. So yeah, that would be a good use of it if we put something like that in there, or maybe some, whatchamacallit, not sell points, not... well, we could put some greenhouses there, I suppose. Oh, do we not have any of these that do rice saplings? Oh, there we go. Just the giant. The giant one. Small mushroom greenhouse. Medium mushroom greenhouse. do that. Let's put that down. And that. There we go. Alrighty. This is still kind of ugly, but we'll figure out what to put here at some point. As for the gear, yeah, we'll be flogging most of it. We'll probably keep that. That's a fairly hefty. But yeah, we'll probably let that guy go. So yeah, see, here's this, sends a little robo thing out and it collects all the junk. Chunk, 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 chunk. There's our silos. So yeah, I think we're going to, start here. Now, where's a good spot we can maybe temporarily throw down our market thing? Maybe back here, right? Okay, let's see. Is it S? I thought it... Oh, it is. Okay, there's the markers there. Alright, so... Poof. Yeah. Let's start here. And we'll go to vehicles. What do we got? This guy. That's our cedar, eh? 4 meters. 4 meters. Hey, that's not bad, but I think we're gonna start everything fresh. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely selling that puppy. That's not a bad little tractor, actually. But I'm going to start completely fresh slate here, so... Ooh, I like the little lizard truck. Probably be buying it back at some point, but I could say we're gonna start completely fresh here. Interesting trailer. Well, I suppose I could have kept that, because I'm probably going to end up buying that one back. Don't want that one. Okay. There we are. And yeah, we got a good chunk of money to replace things with. So, first things first, we are going to want ourselves a tractor. Believe it or not. What's on the for sale thing? Should be a bunch of stuff. I just sold you guys a billion things. Wow, that is a colossal root card. Don't know what any of the rest of that is, though, so the heck with it. Alright, tractors. Let's see what we got in the medium tractor category, shall we? I love the price of these, but they've got no frontal bits. So there's the Agristar. Good little tractor. Surprisingly powerful. Let's have a look at her, shall we? So 230 horse. There's not much we can do with it, though. Like, it won't take... too bad. You can't put a forklift on it, or a front loader on it. You can't do much in the way of customizing. Ooh, my favorite, the little Kubota. But I suppose we should try something different, eh? How about you? 171 horse. Okay. Front loader attachers available. I mean, that's not a bad looking little tractor. 170 horse, eh? What do we got? Wheel weights, always helpful. Wide tires. Do we have wide weights? We do. Well, that's definitely my favorite. Okay, and a front loader attacher. Alrighty. 171 horse. That might be a little lighter than I want to go. Mind you, it's also a dang good price. This is a heck of a lot more. Wide tires and weights. Front loader attacher. Quickie. 260K, huh? Whew. That's going to give us 247. So 250 horse near enough. Okay. For 260 set up completely. I think the Fendt is about the... Ooh, could even go higher in horsepower on the Fendt. New Hollands, I'm not really a fan. The Steyer's a nice tractor. Let's have a look at this. Up to 302. Okay. We haven't used this. So that's 224. If we go to the biggest, now we're up to 270. So it's already more. It's also 50 horsepower more. So if we go with 245, that's about the same. Now it's 248. Wheel weights, medium tires and weights, wide tires and weights. 255, front loader attacher, 256. So it's still cheaper for about the same horsepower. If we go up to, oh, that's only another 15 horse, and it adds a ton of money. So far, Dutes is looking pretty good. Let's check the Fendt out. Alrighty. 203 horse. We need more than that. 303 is going to add, whoa. Yeah, and you're almost 300,000 already, and we haven't done diddly. So, no thanks. Alright, I'm not a fan, but let's see what you're capable of. The New Holland, eh? 224. 245, so that's pretty close. Mediums, wide tires and weights. 255. Blue Power Edition. Oh, I see. It's just a fancy livery for 4,000. No thanks, and a front loader attacher. 256. Yeah, there's that big jump again. Again, the Dutes is still looking like our sunshine here. Well, let's check out the Puma. Oops. Sorry. Let's check out the... Where the heck did it go? Here we are. So 224, 245. Wide tires and weights. And a front loader attacher. 260. So 247. $260 even. Yeah, you know what? Heck with it. Always been one of my favorites. Okay. So with that, one of the first things we're going to want to do is grassland mowers. There's the one we had, 3.4 meters. $5,000? So compared to $14,000. 3.1. .26 kilometer an hour. Well, that's plenty fast. Sure. Now, do you have a rear mower? No, you don't. So we'd probably want to be doing, whatchamacallit, a Faraji wagon. Here we go. The Colossus, the TARDIS loader. It's the best for the price, pretty much. Like, you're not going to touch anything close to that for $50K. So, let's customize you. Working speed of 23. Normal capacity, no silage additives. Wheel setup, doesn't matter. That's fine, fine, fine. 50K even, we'll buy that. Okay. Alright, and with that, we should... Ooh. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. That's alright. I won't be leaving the store thing here for very long. I just want it for our initial, because we're going to be moving a lot of gear in and out, right? Alright, in fact, I'm going to have to get a little bit creative here. There we go. Just to pull it out of the machinery. There we go. Oh. Well, that could be an issue. Alright, now we should miss it. There we go. Whoops. We're doing just great. I can see that maybe we're going to have an issue with larger kit here. You know? Now, where are we here? Here we go. And those things that are ours. Alright, so these are our grass fields. Needs lime, needs plowing. Yeah, no big deal. Alright, all we gotta do is figure out how we get there. Yeah, none of these are ours. This isn't going to take me where I want to go either. So how do we get to those fields? There's no way down there. If we come here, that's blocked off. That's blocked off. So how the heck are we supposed to get to those other fields? It's blocked off. Ah, here we go. Okay. So I've got to get in behind all of this stuff. Alright. So a little bit of a maze. And I ain't talking Willy maze. Okay. So all the way through here, back down there. Okie doke. I kind of know where we're going. So let's go there. Here. Oh crap. Where the heck is that? I thought it was up through here, but no. Oh, down by the, okay. I think we can still do it. Cut through here. And then it's down here. Alright. And here we go. This is the first of our fields. Hmm. Hmm. Doesn't work too well on a field like this, I'm afraid. But it'll do. Okay. We might be further ahead to just cut and use a mower. I don't know that this forage wagon's working too well. I mean, I'd still like to have it. Or a mower, a baler. I'd still like to have the forage wagon. But I'm not sure this is, excuse me, our best way to approach these fields. Mainly because you lose a bunch on every single turnaround. And it's a little bit of a large thing to be dragging through here, so... yeah, I think what we're gonna do... is grab us a back mower. And we'll use the forage wagon when we specifically need to get straight grass. So let's just pop it over here for now. Actually, since we have it, I suppose we might as well tip it off. Let it start silaging. There we go. Get that guy on the way. Close. I thought I'd just be able to back it in there, but I didn't quite get my angle right. So we'll back it in here. Alright. Okay. Now let's get ourselves a bit of rear mowerage. The Samaz 9.4 meters, 8.3. It's quite a difference in price, isn't there? Okay. And not to say I won't change any of this stuff, but it's going to be parked around that way. Okay. There we go. Ooh, I thought we would make it. Almost. Okay, so there we go. And let's get you unfolded. You're not going to hit that hedge, are you? Come on. Awesome. Okay, then it lowers it. It's a little bit different than most of them, so let's fire it up. Let's unfold this guy. Well, I guess he's already down on the ground. Fire him up. Alright, let's do this. Not going to get much on this first pass, of course, but we get to clean up what we've got here. And then we can go from there. This doesn't swath like the one we're using on the other map. We can sure get the grass cut quicker. Although, I mean, we have to come back to the field 3 times before it's off the field, but for the most part. So windrower, baler. We don't. Oh, Well, I'll put something down for making hay, as opposed to doing the tedder and then all that goodness. So, because I believe it was the other farm that we were looking at that had the walk-through silage bin. So this one we're going to have to actually use that fermenting silo instead. So, and I'm pretty sure it'll take bales or loose. Yeah, obviously this is going to be a much more traditional sort of farm playthrough than the one on the 7 species map. We've got 3 of these meadows to do. So what we'll probably do is throw at least one of them into the straight up silage, into the fermenting tower basically. And the other ones, well, I suppose we could go old school and actually tedder it, one for hay, and then take the other one straight as grass. Just not sure we need straight grass. I have a feeling we probably don't. Now I'm going to try and even this row up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. We are... Oh. That's a bit much. There we go. Didn't realize I turned it to a half day, or a half time. I thought we were on 1x. So, yeah. And I think we own 2 small wheat fields that are also ready for harvesting. So, we'll have to get ourselves a harvester. I'll probably go with the same one that we're using on the other map. Just dollar for dollar, it's about the best deal. And I find for YouTube it's great because it's a little bit quicker. It's not ridiculous, but yeah. The difference between going 25 to 15 is pretty significant. So what I'll likely do is windrow this one, and then we'll grab it with the forage wagon and dump it into the dump it into the silage silo. It's difficult when you're chasing a mower like this unless you've got really open-ended fields, so you can kind of come off the end of the field. Otherwise it just doesn't really react that well. Alright, let's shave this even. And then we should be able to just finish the rest of it off going back and forth. Nice even rows. Not that the rows matter, we're going to windrow the heck out of them. So the deer are all standing in the middle going, I feel like I'm playing PUBG here. The space is getting smaller and smaller. I don't play PUBG, by the way. Just, no, that's how it works. You have to give it up here pretty quick, dear. Yeah. Not looking good for you. You might want to skip on through the woods there. No, stubborn little buggers are still hanging there. The other one's going, come on guys, I told you, we gotta go. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, we got a flight of crow going overhead. A mini murder. Boy, it's not like they ran a mile away, is it? We're out of aggro range. Alright. There we go. Awesome. Like those little top bits say flop flop. There we are. Okay, so there we are. One grassiest fieldiest. And we can now find a spot for our mowage. Looks like pretty much all of the sheds are back here. Okay, we'll put it in here with our forage wagon. There we go. And off you get. Nice. Ooh. And dump. Perfect. Alright. Let's get ourselves a windrower. There wasn't any of these in here, was there? No, what's this? Okay, that's the front of a forage harvester. It's a nice planter for the price. But anyway, we are after the windrower. So... That's probably fine, eh? We got this guy. Well, it's only 2.5 meters. Okay. 3 meters, yeah. Let's get into something decent. That will probably do, you know? We don't need huge, huge, huge. Sure. Customize. We'll go a little quicker. There we go. All right. We're not going to get turned. There we go. Okay. Open her up. Let's see what she's got. Okay. Nice. Try not to bounce off too many of the trees or hedges or anything else, I suppose. Awesome. Now we're getting some hedgerows. Them little piddly things there. Okay. And right to the end. Get in there. That's it. Good. Whoa, dang it. I forgot. These things just, man, you gotta be doing a 1/4 mile an hour backing them up or they'll just jackknife sideways on you. There we go. Good enough. Back down you get. further over, I think. That's better. There we go. Come on, slowly. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I still don't know if I'm going to have, with a forage wagon, be able to collect these rows. I probably should have done 2 headlands. Otherwise, because I'm not going to have room to actually fit the tractor and the forage wagon into the same space otherwise, know what I mean? So I think that's what we're going to do. Oh. That should give me enough room to actually line it up and get the stuff on par here. Okay. So let's run a second one this way. Can be a little chunky at first, but I think it's definitely going to benefit us to do this. Make sure we get everything. That's the ticket. Look out, dude. This end's not a problem, because we've got the road there. Although, I think I'm going to do the same thing. Run a second one here. Okay, now we should be able to actually do proper rows. So yeah, I haven't really worked out the scheduling as to, you know, what days we'll do which maps, but, you know, this, I think, as I said, this is going to be our second go-to with a much more traditional sort of farming thing, as we're not making it up as we go along, which I don't have an issue with, obviously. I usually prefer homestead maps, but I thought this would give us a little variety. And like they say, a change is as good as a break. Of course, we've proven time and time again they are idiots. So, don't only want to take it for face value. But I think I've also probably kept you long enough, my good people. So, hope you enjoyed. This is our first little look at this thing. I didn't do a map tour or any of that because, well, I have a rather sour note that still lingers whenever I think about map tours. Those of you that remember back to the Three Amigo days will know why. I mean, the fact that those of you that watch my channel and understand what a bitter little troll I am will also understand why. But hope you enjoyed our first first look at the Maypole Farm, and there'll be many more. So, have yourselves a great day. If you're one of my southern neighbors, today is July 4th, so be safe. Have yourselves an awesome, awesome July 4th. And to my fellow Canadians, hey, just as usual, enjoy our beautiful country. Till next time, take good care of each other, folks, and ciao. Boom for now.